So I have an idea. I want to make a program that's about nothing, right? So a lot of people might be familiar with the show Seinfeld, a show from the early 80s or mid 80s to 90s. That was a show about nothing. In fact, even in the show, they referenced the show itself being about nothing. It was a whole thing. Um, I have this idea where I have a program that's consists of many different languages, and they all work together, right? They interop together, whether that be through libraries or some type of importing or something like that. Um, you can call functions from different things. You have all these data types and all this stuff, right? All these types and values and variables and functions and files and all of this, right? Looks like a real project, but it's about nothing. Not that it won't do anything. It should do something, right? It'll take a little bit of your memory from your machine and then give it right back. But other than that, it won't really do too much. So I think this is a funny idea or a cool idea because I actually have to program this thing to not do anything, right? As programmers, we want to build something that works, whatever that is. You can use it for something. This you won't be able to. The whole goal is to not be able to use it, but it should compile and run. So it could, I think it can be kind of challenging and yet very, very fun. Um, so also in addition to that, I think that it would be good for contributors. I think if something's written in several different languages and somebody's like, I want to learn how to contribute to an open source project, how do I go about doing it? The easiest way is to contribute to something that doesn't have incredibly strict guidelines or codes of conduct and all that BS or coding standard necessarily. So long as you don't have program or code breaking changes, you can contribute. I think that's really sick. That teaches people how to contribute and make a pull request. Granted, you nothing's gonna really do anything, but as so long as a program works, right? And that's what we want when we have contributors. Some code that they contribute should work. So this is an idea that I'm going to run with. I'm going to make the repository, and I my favorite language right now is the Odin programming language, and then maybe like C and Go, and they interact well together, all three of those. Well, Go and C and Odin and C, and then yeah, do dynamic libraries and whatnot. So I think I would like to do start there, right? I just start writing some gibberish code that really doesn't do anything or doesn't really matter. It'll have to do something. And then maybe I can throw in some more languages. So this is just kind of like I don't know, an update or like a, hey, let me share this idea with you. If you think this is an interesting idea, let me know. If you think it's stupid, let me know. I'm still going to do it. I think this would be very fun and a little challenging because it has to work. It has to run and it has to compile and run. So long as it compiles and runs, people can contribute and it's doing its job. Anyway, thanks. Peace.